Ah, tea time.
Welcome everybody! Souldin of the Grimm Brothers Tea, and surprise! It's another tea time! And specifically, it's another tea time reaction video to a Nintendo Direct. Yeah, I didn't think I was ever going to be doing one of these again. I'd planned for the reaction videos to be exclusively just for the E3, as E3 react videos, but obviously E3 didn't come to be. And I had no idea when, because of work hours, when I'd actually have a time to ever do a proper video reaction to any of these sort of things again. But things seem to have aligned. It's going to be a bit belated, but I decided, you know what, because I never had a proper send-off for doing regular reactions, I figured to like Nintendo Directs, presentations and such, this could effectively serve as that. And I'll keep my reactions to Tumblr posts sort of thing, because it doesn't seem like E3 is going to be a thing. I did debate whether to do it Evercade effect reactions instead sort of thing, but honestly, with how things have been going, it's really hard to juggle Wii Wonders, Souldin Shorts, Souldin Starts, Grimm Brothers and all that as it is. So this probably is going to be the surprise, the last reaction video I do sort of thing, but maybe I'll do more, maybe as like as a random sort of surprise sort of thing, but definitely not as a regular thing, not reacting to every Nintendo. Those are going to be on like Tumblr posts showing my thoughts. Today's tea I have with me is afternoon tea. I think it's kind of strange. Like, I thought afternoon tea featured very different things, but this one's from Biddy's Tea Room is a blend of Tippy Assam and Darjeeling, best brewed at 90 degrees, which is very strange indeed. It's a black tea, brew time is 3 to 5 minutes, and I said it's from Biddy's Tea Room. I'll be having that later, and yeah, it's a strange one. Oh, that's strange. I know two things are going to be... Wow, they really detail that butt. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, because that age rating thing would have popped up, I'll have the age rating warning by Shai Samar. That's it. I pop up. Nanka's a little bit embarrassed in it, but it's a wonderfully cute artwork. Oh, well, that was a very purposely given shot. Anime camera angles! I still love that joke. It works so well as a title as well. I really love the Wii U game. I may actually try Splatoon on the Wii U again whilst the servers are still up. Oh, Pearl's a robot? Or is communicating through the robot an act? As for Marina and me, we go way back. I'll play through as Marina. That's a really cool notion. And Pearl's a robot or communicating through a robot. Yeah, fascinating. Yeah, I may do a Souldin start of the Splatoon Wii U to see if I can get to rank 50. I think I was like rank 30 last time I checked. Spire of Order, yeah. So taking place and you strengthen your character like an RPG. So I'd be explaining the number, and again, it's based off of the Marina's choice was Order, Pearl's choice was Chaos, and that last Splatfest sort of thing. But yeah, I never quite got into Splatoon 2. Sadly, the Wii U gamepad was just the perfect way to play Splatoon, and I never quite crossed over the Switch. Yeah, I know of 2 games going into this. The toys are back in town. That is not one of them. But yeah, only 2 games were told to me by Rafi, because I wasn't planning to react to this. It's just a surprise that I am. Really is the year of Mario next year sort of thing, because there are so many Mario-themed games popping out. I like how the little monkey robots kind of resemble Diddy. I mean, I do like the look of it. I think I remember being interested in Horizon Chase, but I never did end up getting it. Speaking of car games, I really ended up enjoying the Cruise and Blast game. It was such a simple game that even my youngest nephew, the little Sunshine, could actually play it with me. He actually even came first in one of the races. A Konami-based game and a new IP. That's strange because I believe they have the Beatmo series or such, so they already have Rhythm IPs they could have spun off to use their characters for this. So it's interesting they made a new cast. Looks a little bit laggy, but interesting. It was good, but I don't think it is nearly as good as the Paper Mario game. Paper Mario or Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. And there's better SNES RPGs out there, sort of thing. Breath of Fire, for instance. The synchronizing your attacks and I never felt like it was very consistent into what I was doing to make sure they were synchronized. And I gotta be honest with this remake, I don't see the point too much of this remake per se, because the SNES Mini already made better availability of it, sort of thing, and HDMI compatible. And honestly, this remake, the way they've depicted Mario here, honestly, he looks terrible. He's too shrunken down, but in a good way. And that's the time. Oh, it's coming out this year? Wow. I thought that would be a next year thing. Huh. What? Another code? Holy heck! What the heck?
The Nintendo DS game Another Code, Two Memories returns on Nintendo Switch.
Oh my god, I love this game! Oh my gosh, the graphics look beautiful!
She thought had passed away.
I really look forward to getting around to playing the Wii version because they got the Wii sequel, and oh my gosh, this looks so good!
Obstacles that hinder her investigation.
I'm not usually the type for this sort of game, but Another Code was like the surprise DS launch title that was really appealing. I don't know, I just like, again, a really overlooked Nintendo IP. The developers went under a while back, I thought, because they also made the Hotel Dusk games. Oh my gosh! Also, Nintendo has a surprising amount of female characters which begin with A, like significantly female. Because Alice, Ashley, also Ashley, but with Robins at the end. Ash, the Ayami, Akari. They really like female characters with the letter A.
Play both games to experience the full
Both games?
Unravel both adventures, fully enhanced for Nintendo Switch.
Holy heck! And if this is actually outside of the UK, this will be the first time the Americans. Oh my gosh! Wow!
This presentation.
I had no hint about this. Wow, that's amazing. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, yeah. Like there were strange differences between versions. Like her age and nationality was changed between America and Europe, sort of thing. Like she's part British in the European version, part American in the American version. Like I always felt like because we actually got the second game, I felt the British-Japanese heritage felt the most canonical. Ah, they're doing an original villain. I like that. I like that a lot.
Grand entrance and took center stage.
Oh, it's kind of like a slower-paced beat-em-up.
The ribbon alone.
Peach of Rage!
Cut it, though. So
Peaches of Rage. Yeah, sadly, no Perry. They're not following up on the Super Princess Peach thing, sadly. Oh, cool! And costume changes for her. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I think my niece would love this game. The Little Abyss might be a fan. So, got a potential present for her there. Oh, Detective Peach is adorable! Oh, yeah, it is a beat-em-up! Oh, gosh, was not expecting that. Okay, so, again, disappointed with the lack of Perry, so that's probably why I wouldn't get it, per se, because Perry. But, I definitely know people who would like this game, and so, Princess Peach Showtime. March, okay, it's pretty early in the year, but yeah, I think the Little Abyss will enjoy that. It's a turn-based RPG. This is a Square Enix game, though, isn't it? I've typically, if I can help it, try to avoid those because I'm not a fan of Square Enix's business practices. Obviously, if the game particularly appealed to me, I'd consider it. But if there is a Final Fantasy IX remake that does stick to the turn-based gameplay, I would probably go for that. But otherwise, Square Enix is a tough sell for me these days. Oh, Tomb Raider's but it's strange. It's not a huge upgrade because they actually already made a Tomb Raider 1 remake with Tomb Raider Anniversary. So it's kind of fun and easy to do that. But yeah, it's just kind of like a little coat of paint sort of thing. That's cool. It's actually kind of a coincidental timing. My granddad was going through Manan's things because Manan passed away sadly this year. And one of the things found was like a Tomb Raider Game Boy Color game that I'd never seen before. I may try to play through that as a bit of a, memory to her sort of thing. She always had a lot of random sort of cartridges of games because of the craft fairs and such, and she'd buy one thing that we'd enjoy sort of thing. Often it'd be games we already own. I mean, that's how we have 2 copies of the Link to the Past, and we have 3 copies of Super Mario Land 2. Great game, but I'm not going to need 3 copies of it. But yeah, so, maybe playing that Tomb Raider Game Boy Color game as a bit of a remembrance to her. No way to record it at all, though, so. That is not me music.
Raise your brass for the quirky rhythm game, Trombone Chick.
Usually, when you show off a game, you try to show off the game being played well, so it's kind of hilarious they're showing it mostly being played as meh. I'm kind of happy that they're actually using more of the Joy-Cons motion sensors and such, Again, I'm a Wii fan here, so, I like motion controls. I like them being used well. I feel it's kind of been underutilized with the Switch, but the Switch Joy-Cons never felt as good as the Wii remotes. Part of that's due to weight and size, but...
Trombone choose from 15 heroes, each inspired by a different mythology.
The blue-haired girl was cool, and I like the different mythology approach to it. Man, that was a drastic shift in tone. Anyway, I'll try out this afternoon tea here. Like I said, I've got it with milk. You can smell the Darjeeling. The tangy Darjeeling taste certainly hits at the end there, but First, it's kind of a smooth, yeah, it's a smooth, sort of like soft taste before, you know, not very strong. Just kind of like slowly, sort of like, yeah, very subtle, smooth taste at the start. Slightly sweet, but then you get that Darjeeling hit, and there's a tang to the tea, which really sort of like hits the sides of the tongue. Like I was sipping that, like I was keeping that, I kept it in my mouth there at the tip of my tongue, and still the flavour is going all along the sides of the tongue, and how it's trying. Again, it's a strange tang sort of taste to it. Not a huge fan. I think it could actually help if it had a little bit of a bitter kick to it somewhere. But, so maybe it'd actually be better without milk to help offset the tang and balance it out a bit more. Oh my gosh, this is Grand Knight's Historia! Like, this looks Vanillaware! And those look like knights! Ah, no, not Grand Knight's Historia. This is an SRPG from the looks of it. But yeah, as I was saying, the afternoon tea, I think a bit of bitterness would help you out. It's, you know, starting sweetness at the tip of the tongue, and then, but a very soft, mellow one, and then it's a tang flavour that really sort of strikes the sides of the tongue, and it lingers for quite a while. That food definitely looks very Vanillaware.
I shall see the duties of my bloodline fulfilled.
Like, it's not so bad that I'd like be spitting out or sort of thing, and I drink it just fine. Yeah, there, see, it's Vanillaware. But whenever Atlas are involved, of course, then you never really see the game in power territory. So, because I don't know, Atlas either hates or just can't remember that UK and Europe and etc. all actually exist. But it's interesting that they just use more generic styled plants instead of the piranha plants or thing. You can definitely sort of like see from some of the perspective points that this was being made for like the 3DS or thing. You know, it's like it's made for a smaller screen in a lot of the viewpoints of a lot of things. Bit of a shame they're just doing other Luigis. You know, this would be a nice time to have Daisy or Waluigi or like, you know, expand so Luigi's actually got like a cast of characters of its own sort of thing. Have EGAD help you out, you know? I love the idea. Oh, it's just like a broader Nintendo museum. That's cool. But again, you know, nothing I'll ever get to experience in my life. I'd love it if some more obscure or less underutilized Nintendo IPs would get some amiibo. Like, they've got another Code Game collection. Ashley Robbins amiibo would be cool. That'd be, you know, awesome. Yeah, okay, I'm quite surprised. I heard F-Zero Battle Royale. I thought it'd be like a new game, but no, it's just, yeah, it's done like the Mario 99 thing where they just reuse the original game. So I hope they add more characters, because there's only 4 characters in the original F-Zero. I think there was some more in the Super F-Zero BS, the Telesatellite View game, so maybe they could use that. Oh, cool. Okay, so there's a lot of cool ideas they've added into it. Usually people don't tend to remember the SNES F-Zero sort of thing, but, you know, we've got a fun video on it. I wasn't originally a fan of it, but then I did surprisingly well in that SNES, sort of like, Dream Bros mini video of it. And, you know, it's like, oh, I finally grasped the game, I got a hang of it, so... When you finally understand how to play the game, obviously feels a lot better to play. But it's actually the only F-Zero I've played. I've only played the SNES F-Zero. Never played any of the other entries. I've seen some more of the WarioWare game. I haven't seen anything to really tempt me, whereas they've actually shown off Super Mario Bros. Wonder a lot. Oh, Mona's got a cute little dress. Ashley's in it, that's always a good sign. But yeah, like, you know, I hadn't seen, you know, it's like... In terms of physical releases, it's this or Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Like, Super Mario Bros. Wonder's done the most to, like, it kind of interest me. Like, because I feel like the last WarioWare game, like, I love Smooth Moves on the Wii. Like, it was my best, it's so far been the best game I've played on the Wii Wonders. Well, second best, the Donkey Kong Country Returns. Like, WarioWare has such a good cast of characters that they kind of nailed it with, what was it, Get It Together? The one on the Switch sort of thing, we actually played directly as the characters themselves in the games and properly utilised those casts. But it is tempting because, you know, WarioWare Smooth Moves was so good. And it's not got that clash that Super Mario Bros. Wonder has, which I'm pretty sure is coming out at the same time as Sonic Superstars. But then Super Mario Bros. Wonder looks really awesome as well. Too many good games. There's a lot of other games I would have considered as well, but it's the case. They tend to prefer having physical releases of the game, so that's usually a good way to be able to narrow down some of the games that I would consider. Is it physical, is it digital? But in that sort of situation, it is a case that, you know, both are physical, so, okay, this is not an Under this Ocean free, I guess. But I love the personality they've sort of, like, bring to the table here.
to find the best
Boxing
ingredients
shrimp.
and strive to exceed culinary expectations. Dave the Diver launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch October 26th.
It's funny. I wonder what going to be the final character. I've been ended up watching a few Mario Kart videos as of late. Both Lime and Dragon have one, as well as was it Peachina? Oh, and Peachette? Okay, yeah. Poor Dixie. Poor Dixie. Every monkey but her. Yeah, there's also Peachina, I can't remember. I also had like a... I'll put the actual name. They also did like a Mario Kart 8 video sort of recently with Princess Peach. And because of one of my comments, they kind of made a GIF out of it. And it's like, that's awesome. Quite a surprise. I'm glad to know my comments are appreciated so much. So far, another code's the clear winner for me in terms of appeal. You know, I really like seeing that. The Peach game looks pretty great. WarioWare, you know, the new WarioWare is giving me, making me question, oh, do I go with it or Super Mario Bros. Wonder? So that's a good job going. Yeah, Super Mario Bros. Wonder just shows up on screen there. It's like, oh, the elephant thing freaks me out. I've got to be honest. It's weird me out. But there is, from what I hear, and yeah, I love seeing that another code's getting some love. There is another game in this presentation that I've heard of that's, going to be the clear winner. If it is actually, if Rafham didn't just imagine what he said to me. Because this game, if it is The Last Stanchman, is in my top 10 favourite video games of all time. And I'm pretty sure, I think it is. Pretty sure, yep, he was accurate saying what was got announced. Oh, it's got to see, oh wow, you can see the Paper Mario characters so clearly in the picture. Rogueport Paper Mario the 1000-Year Door Remaster, woo! And because I asked if what was announced in that direct, and he told me just two things. Paper Mario and the F-Zero. And the moment he said the Paper Mario, I screamed with delight. Oh my gosh, it looks so nice. Like, I can only think of a few things potentially to improve upon the game. That's the kind of the problem. Paper Mario the 1000-Year Door was kind of perfect. Oh, did they always have 5 Goombas here? I think they've actually increased the amount of Goombas there. Pretty sure it's supposed to be just 4 at the most. Yep, and the Bowser side content thing. Perhaps maybe more of the Bowser sort of mini games, because there's only like 3, I think, of the Bowser sort of like platforming levels. One of the most amazing things, but they're pretty neat. Oh my gosh, this is one of my favourite video games of all time. Oh my gosh, I'm loving that it's got... Finally, it's left the GameCube to be more readily accessible. So this and another code are 2024 games for me, definite. Like, it's a bit of a shame because the another code thing was a huge thing. It's both of them are like real surprise to see come out sort of thing, but it's both like wow. Yeah, it was an amazing direct just for those two alone. It's really nice to see them try to give F-Zero a bit more love sort of thing. I kind of appreciate that sort of show of support. And again, the WarioWare footage is now, having me question my choices with going with Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I'm unsure now. But yeah, that was the Nintendo Direct. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed me talking about the tea I tried out. Feel free to tell me your thoughts down in the comments below. As you'll have seen through the video, you've had reaction images by Love to Eat Egg and Fairy Bunny. You'd also have had the like and subscribe artwork from Shy Sam Art. That's it. Shy Sam Art. And then also same with the age warning. It's Shy Sam Art. Yeah, okay. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Feel free to tell me your thoughts down in the comment section below. And cheerio!